morning, y'all. How are ya? I'm sitting outside in a very rabbit. Rabbit. Okay, so till another rabbit shows up, here I am sitting in front of the duck house, Bob's house back there, and Bob's scooter over here. It is very hot here in the desert and very dry, so I apologize for my turkey neck, and I apologize for all my wrinkles that just really glow. There's something on my glasses I can't get off. It just, here I am. But, you know, I'm 63. And I don't think there's enough makeup to hide this. So the sun is just now coming up. I can see it. And y'all might can too. Y'all can kind of watch it change out here. See how bright it's getting. I'm still in the shade of my little shed here. So today I wanted to let you know, what am I doing to occupy myself. Anyway, I wanted to share with you the things I did, or what I've been doing. So what I do is, as I'm doing, I'll make clips of it, and I forget and don't film things, but I also wrote about things, and I wanted to share that with you, and then I'll show you clips of all the things I'm talking about here. June 18th. Really? First day of summer? The longest day of the year is fast approaching. And the temps here on the homestead continue to rise into the 110s. Every living thing is struggling to survive. I sit in my comfort, supplied by the sun and water. I also think of how quickly my comfortable struggle could turn dangerous. Father, you have made streams in the desert for your people. You know I wouldn't last long, and neither the animals. You understand this place and why you brought me here. You let Bob leave me without truly preparing us. Yes, there was so much that we did do to prepare for one or the other's death. I'm sorry now. I could have made videos of Bob and I explaining things, but I never even had the idea. So now looking back, two things. I pray regularly for Father's wisdom. I have to believe Father had a reason, for not in 3 years did I get Bob to prepare me. Oh, without making him feel like I was getting ready for him to die. Because I saw him almost every day. June 19th, Sabbath. I captured pictures of how far north the sun is. It will peak in just a few days and begin its return to the truer eastern sky. Oh, Abba, so much amazing design and beauty in it all. Father, help me focus on all the beauty and order that you gave me sight to see and strength to do. Calm the chatter in my head of all the things to get done. What sweet music burst forth from tiny, grateful birds. My voice could never match theirs, so I revel in their songs lifted to the Creator and find joy in the land He has brought me to. Father, this place with the beings gathered here in my charge, it's harsh, dry, and unforgiving. I remember a time I stood at a breakwall overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I was in Hawaii, and I wanted to leave. And that day I cried out to you, Father. Please, Abba, why do I have to stay here? And so I did, for many more months and many more tears. So I'll stay here. Writing. Okay, June 19th. What Bob did, he agreed with being a good steward of monetary resources. He agreed we needed to be prepared. He agreed that the materials to build and equipment to maintain, by purchasing now, turning paper money into real resources. Does that make sense? We bought what we needed to build things and to maintain them so that we already have it on hand. So it was a savings because, everything's going up in price. My heart is comforted. I see wood to build the pasture fence, wood for shelves and benches, a new inverter in the box, water filters, parts, all the parts to replace swamp cooler insides, water pumps in various sizes, and one new in a box. There's a special place in the yard for firefighting equipment, a pump with adapters, and a direct line to all of my water. Yes, with a fire hose and a new one to back up. All sitting on a wagon to move into position more easily. I don't think I would try to fight the fire alone. I have a bug-out plan. Put everybody in the truck and leave. Get out of here. Evacuate. So, there's that. Let's see. Okay. And when I see the wood stack that Bob still had in the back of his truck when he died, I'm grateful for having been in agreement with him. In as many ways as I can be or could be, not knowing what the day would hold. I'm prepared. I'm prepared as I could be. And I am not feeling led to leave, but to stay here and to continue to prepare. Because I've told you this. We always thought we were preparing for ourselves and other people. So often Bob and I talked about preparing for others. We both felt it. There was an urgency, not an anxiety, to get our space ready. For who, and how many, and when. Just that every day we made steps to finish what was set in our heart to do. In the past 2 months, I felt that urgency. But now, in my anxiety, somehow I thought I had to do my work and Bob's. Being unsure of my own strength and abilities, I have hired men to do things I simply cannot, i.e., climb a ladder and use an electric drill to drill holes or screw in screws, or pick up empty water trailer and move it uphill, or lift 50-gallon trash cans into a truck or trailer. I can't do those things. Sorry. I used to have a saying, and I still do. Just because you can do something don't mean that you should. I've got animals dependent on me. I have to be careful about the dangerous things I do. Some of these things I have done. On my own, I attached tarps to the duck pen roof for extra shade. I learned to operate, ride, and recharge Bob's electric scooter that you see here behind me. And I have to tell you, I would never get on it. I was scared of it. I've been scared of it since I was a girl, riding on things like that. I also wouldn't get in a golf cart, and I didn't like to be on a riding lawnmower. I would push mow my yard instead of riding on a lawnmower. I did all the things to care for Mona and find her a place with us. I'm still working on it. I have hauled, pumped, and had water brought in. I cleaned paths and organized project materials, put a tarp on the greenhouse roof, and blocked too much sun. I culled and buried 2 male ducks. I had food and hay for the ducks delivered. There's a very long list of small things to do to prepare for the big things. And it's all those little things that occupy my mornings before the sunrise. I think there's clouds this morning. Yeah, it's kind of a gray-looking sky. On June 20th, the next day, I look around at all the things to do, and I just get stuck mentally. I can't place the water hauler till I move the wood, and I can't fix the shade till I get the tensioners, and I can't fix the water tank alone, and I can't build a doghouse yet because the shade cloth is in the way. Truth is, today I am tired from lack of sleep. It was only getting down into like the 90s, and you can't run the swamp cooler at night. You'll run out your batteries. There's that. So then there's a prayer about timing that I want to share with you. I feel a pressure to do. Thank you for giving me insight, Father, to do what I can, plan and purchase what I cannot. Thank you that every day I can do a little more. Every day I make a little progress in bringing order. I'm going to need help, specialized help, if I am to remain here. I can imagine selling this. What I can't imagine is, where would I rather live? If there's a better place, I don't know where. And I do not want to completely start over. Father Elohim, I want to be where I am supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to do for as long as you want me. And if that is my heart's desire, only you can fulfill it. So I'll wait for you, for your kind direction. Things that have happened. Okay, I need a fence to keep the cows out around less than an acre of land. 3 weeks ago, I talked to a man I thought was going to come out and give me an estimate. I didn't hear from him for 3 weeks. I finally texted him and said, are you still planning on coming? No. No. I'd asked him about doing this so I could get the fencing ordered. I don't want a fence put up in July in 115-degree heat. I don't want people risking their lives to put up a cow fence. But I do want to go ahead and buy the materials, because the price of things not coming down anytime soon that I can see. So I just want the materials. So I'm going today to the hardware store. I'm also going to talk to them about getting a really big water tank, like 1,000 gallons. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how expensive these things are, but I thought if I could get one, I've got just enough room on the other side of the driveway across from the water house that I could set it. I would have to have it leveled, and then they could come and fill that up, and off of that, I fill my water tanks. And I'm still learning how to use those. I used a lot less water, and I'm figuring out the system that Bob had told me he used. It's Tuesday. Last Tuesday, I needed enough water that they filled. He said he filled all the tanks. Now, one of the tanks, it was down, you can't see this much water, down that much water. I'm figuring, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but it didn't get full. So I have no idea how I'm going to edit all this. Before I do, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go down and pick up some supplies. I'm going to get my mail. I'm going to go to the hardware store and attempt to order the fencing and find out if he knows someone who will install a fence for me when the weather cools. But, you know, timing. I'm waiting on Abba's timing. But the plan is, I've realized there's going to be a fence around. It's less than an acre because we've only developed about a third of the 2 acres. So just around that to keep the cows out. In Bob's front yard, he already has the materials to put up a fence. So that would be the pasture, try to grow food, keep the rabbits out. It's that kind of fence. Then around the duck pen, I'm designing a little picket fence out of pallet wood. And it'll be fenced in all around the duck yard. And I'm trying to make them a place where they can go and forage. So I've got to build that soil up and plant things. And I've got trees. I got a fig tree, a pomegranate tree, and a tangerine tree. I also have a pine tree. All of those will be planted. Some of them will be in the duck yard. I got a palo verde. It's a green barked tree. I haven't decided where to put it. It's beautiful and it's big and it loves the desert. Right now it loves the greenhouse, and I got it. It was given to me when it was this big. It's twice its size. A mouse came in and ate all the leaves off of it. I nearly panicked, and it was Bob's brother that gave it to me, and he said, it'll be okay. I think it'll be all right. And it is. They tried to eat some of the bark too, so it's got a little scar on the bottom. But I'm going to tend it and hopefully figure out where to put it. And none of those things will happen until the fall. Once, probably sometime in September. After September, I'll be planting trees in the yard. And that's something I can do myself. And y'all, I'm going to, once I get, I've put up a shade cloth to make our morning area cooler, and it's not right. So once I get it right, I'll show you all of the paths and the walkways and how it looks here. So I think that is plenty enough for a Wednesday update. So that's all for today, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see how it goes. I love y'all.